अपनी फिटनेस के लिए एक छोटा सा स्टेप सब्सक्राइब करते हुए बेल आइकन दबाना मत भूलिएगा।
Hello everyone, welcome to Conversations with Uziva, your go-to podcast for all things health and nutrition. Today we are sitting with Dr. Geetika Srivastava, जो एक renowned dermatologist हैं, hair transplant surgeon और aesthetic physician हैं 7 years experience के साथ. I am so glad to have you here with us, Geetika, today. Thank you so much for taking out the time. I know it's been a hectic day for you, but I'm really glad to be having this conversation.
Thanks for having me here, Chaya.
No, the pleasure is all mine. I think sabse pehle, I really wanted to ask you, and I think this particular problem is something which bothers a lot of men and women, which of course is hair fall. So I think to start with, we all lead a very hectic lifestyle. You're talking about stress, you're talking about pollution, erratic work hours. So how does that impact hair fall, and is that one of the leading causes as well?
Well, there are plenty of causes of hair fall, more than 100 to be precise. But the commonest one is something known as androgenetic alopecia and telogen effluvium. Now, these are medical terms, so I'll just chuck off the details out of it. To simplify, basically, जो हमारी lifestyle है, just like you talked about, be it stress, pollution, diet. Now, this does has an impact on our overall health, including hair. So, some amount of hair fall, let's say 10 to 100 hair per day, is in the normal range because that much amount of hair regrows back on a daily basis. But because of some lifestyle factors, be it stress, sudden weight loss, water pollution, hard water supply, post-pregnancy, crash dieting, all these things can aggravate the normal hair fall. And eventually, in a due course of time, this can reduce the overall volume of your hair. So all these things does have an impact on our hair fall.
Wow, I think so many people might not actually know about this कि कितनी चीज़ें हमारी hair fall को impact करती हैं. And of course, over time, the intensity of hair growth, I would say, period of hair growth, because of course, hair eventually is an organ, right? It actually grows since we're children. But how much does our diet impact this in terms of what we eat, in terms of how periodically we're eating, and of course you mentioned some crash diet as well. So there are a lot of fad diets that people follow as well. So how much does our diet and especially our eating habits impact our hair fall?
A healthy balanced diet is a must for everything. So that includes hair per se as well. But for anything to be absorbed by our body, a healthy gut is required. And by healthy gut, I mean a healthy gut flora. So all these probiotics containing food, be it curd, yogurt, your Instagram famous kombucha, all these are, good for your gut per se. So it should be part of your daily diet so that it gets absorbed by your gut. And then there are protein-rich foods, which is important because hair predominantly is made up of a protein known as keratin. So include protein-rich food in your diet in order to promote hair growth. Then anemia is a widespread cause of hair fall and it is not much talked about. Especially in an Indian setup, most of us females especially are anemic. We have hemoglobin deficiency, so iron-rich foods is extremely important. So your gur, your green leafy vegetables, all this is extremely important. And last but not the least is biotin containing foods. I'm sure you yourself must have heard about biotin, and it's a famous vitamin. It's called as vitamin H, H being for hair. So सारे biotin वाले foods, चाहे वो हरी सब्जियां हो गई, your whole grains, your dairy, all these are rich sources of biotin and should be included in your diet.
Wow, I think I should have had a diary and pen because this is so informative. But I think just connecting the previous question to this as well, now imagine if I am leading a very hectic lifestyle and along with that maybe I'm not being able to keep a track on my eating habits as such, Usually, हो सकता है अगर if I was at home the whole day, then I would know, okay, ठीक है, 9 o'clock breakfast as an example, 2 o'clock lunch, some fruits and then dinner. But combining it with this erratic lifestyle, what would be the schedule or a diet that you would suggest to somebody who's always on the move? So maybe in terms of itne baje ye khana hai, and also what all to not miss, just so that we don't skip on the important stuff.
See, it will always be, Indian diet is a carbohydrate rich diet, right? But we do have to emphasize on proteins when it comes to hair. In a nutshell, we do take curd on a daily basis. We do eat these idli, dhoklas. These are all our fermented food. So these eventually is good for our gut. But apart from that, what we don't emphasize as Indians are protein. So be it your legume, your dal chawal is perfect, your khichdi is perfect, a little bit of dollop of your clarified butter or ghee is perfect. So I think what I believe is that you should stick to your roots and don't try to follow a fancy diet. It's very simple. Following a good healthy diet for good hair, for good skin, for good overall nutrition is very simple. You just have to stick to your basics. So 3 meals a day, your breakfast, lunch and dinner. Try to incorporate little bit of carbohydrates, more of proteins and lot of fibers in terms of your salad, in terms of your vegetables, sabjis and all. So I'll not, complicate it. Just keep it very simple.
No, what I'm finding really funny is that all these things are what our parents have been force feeding us, and as we grow up, we are not that excited or not that interested in vegetables, but only later we realize the value of it.
And it also comes from the fact that many of my patients who come to me, they are in their early 20s, early 30s, and they have like florid baldness. And then they say that my father had this problem in their early 40s or 50s. And that's the price we are paying for urbanization. The food that we eat is not natural, it's not organic, it's full of fertilizers, pesticides. We can get any fruit all around the year. So the nutrition that we are taking is not as natural as it was many years ago. And that's why all these problems of acne breakouts, hair fall, so that has to be taken care of.
So maybe just the last doubt that I have in regards to this only, हमें क्या चीज़ है जो avoid करनी ही चाहिए? For example, oily food, maybe, just as an example. Of course, coming from you, it will hold more value considering आप expert हैं यहाँ पे. So what could be the food items that we should definitely avoid?
So anything that comes in a processed form, ठीक है, कुछ भी पैकेट में आ रहा है, in a can it's coming, all these will not be good for your body, good for your hair, because there would be some or the other form of preservatives in it. So your, soda drinks, alcohol, smoking per se is very bad. It can cause early aging, it can cause hair thinning. And then all these junk foods, oily, fried items. So it's, I don't have to emphasize it. I think our audience would have already heard it from 10 different people before. What's difficult is to follow this advice rather than to understand what's good and what's bad for our hair per se.
No, that's the hope, that maybe after this conversation, more and more people and even younger people per se, हम सही समय पे अगर हम अभी भी, it's not, never late.
So basically, we don't have to follow that Western pattern of eating pizzas and burgers. What we have are roti, dal, chawal at home is the perfect diet.
My mom would be so happy right now.
That's what a body is used to. That's what a gut is used to. So we have to stick to that in order to have a good nutrition.
No, absolutely. Kritika, when should somebody dealing with hair fall know that they should visit a dermatologist? Of course, why I'm asking this question is हो सकता है कि few days have been a little stressful, तो naturally hair fall ज़्यादा बढ़ गया, but then it got normalized up on its own. या फिर I have been dealing with hair fall, but then I've tried some घर के नुस्खे or some remedy that I saw online. But again, I truly believe, and I'm sure you would agree with this, that we should have expert advice, especially when we're taking care of our health. So when should anybody going through something like hair fall visit a dermatologist? What is that point of time?
I think what's important is to differentiate between normal and abnormal. There is a set of patients who come to me who have like 10 hair strands a day and they are like paranoid about it. So up till 100 hair per day, if it's falling, it's normal. So that have to be taken care of. Uske beyond, yes, it's a matter of concern. But this amount of hair fall will also depend कि आप कितना frequently combing कर रहे हो, कितना frequently shampooing कर रहे हो. If you're the kind of person, some of us don't comb daily on a daily basis, so they will eventually have more hair fall once they comb their hair, let's say 3rd day or 4th day. So similarly, if you're shampooing your hair daily, then you will not have that much amount of hair fall. But if you experience more hair fall than usual, if you experience that hair volume कम हो गया है, pony is not as thick as it was before, the volume has overall decreased, then it's a good time to visit your dermatologist and get some prescription medicines.
No, absolutely. You know, again, as I was saying, like, because this is not my expert domain, so I don't think it's advised कि मैं खुद decide करूँ कि what works for me or not. Plus also, every body type and hair type is different. What might work for somebody who is living in a coastal area with curly hair might not suit my hair type and my environment. Now that is very important and very well said. Last question, Geetika, for today is, what could be the possible internal and external solutions that one can follow to reduce just the general amount of hair fall that we deal with?
So if you talk about internal solutions, we have already talked about diet, we have already talked about a good lifestyle, you know, devoid of stress, your stress
Fingers crossed.
stress controlling measures and all. But there's a new concept which we talk about these days is cyclical vitamin therapy.
Okay.
So with the awareness about nutrition, people have started taking multivitamins. But that multivitamin comes in a single pill. It will have iron, calcium, vitamins, all kinds of stuff in it. तो it is difficult कि iron और calcium आप एक साथ लोगे और आपकी body absorb कर लेगी. If you take iron and calcium together, it will form a complex and आपकी body वो absorb ही नहीं करेगी. Iron has to be taken with vitamin C for it to be absorbed properly. Your calcium has to be taken with vitamin D for it to be absorbed properly. तो यही कंसेप्ट हम यूज़ करते हैं साइक्लिकल वाइटामिन थेरेपी में कि एक दिन आपको आयरन विद वाइटामिन सी दिया, दूसरे दिन वाइटामिन डी विद कैल्शियम दिया, थर्ड डे कुछ और सिनर्जिस्टिक कॉम्बिनेशन दिया एंड सो ऑन. सो एवरीथिंग दैट यू आर टेकिंग इज ऑल्सो बीइंग एब्जॉर्ब बाय योर बॉडी. So internally, this is a newer concept. Many of us would not know that. This is something that people can incorporate. बहुत simple है, just keep it aside that आज ये खाना है and then you will get used to it. Externally, there are certain factors जो कि ध्यान रखना है, especially in an very selfie conscious media. बहुत ज़रूरी है कि don't go for those hair styling products and tools on a daily basis. That blow drying, straightening, smoothing, it will hamper your hair. Then water pollution. अगर hard water supply है, जो salt होंगे that will get deposited on your scalp and it will cause irritation and eventually hair fall. And then take care of your sleep cycle also. The melatonin hormone will also lead to aggressive hair fall. So ये mainly conditions होते हैं जिसको ध्यान रखना होता है so that you can have a good, long, healthy, strong hair for yourself.
No, of course. And I mean, I don't know if I'm correct here, but Indian women and I think men as well, they're known for really lush black hair. I mean, look at it. My dadi still has hair till her knees. So I think, it's very important to remember and go back to our roots. I know that a healthy and a happy life will also result in a healthy and happy hair. Geetika, I can't thank you enough for taking out the time and sitting with us today. आपने हमें इतना ज्ञान दिया है and I hope that everybody who watches this video today will not only take so much valuable information from this, but actually, it will be a positive impact on their lives. So thank you to you.
My pleasure.
And of course, my health hustlers, thank you so much for joining us today on another conversation with Uziva, your go-to podcast for all things health and nutrition. We will see you next time with another expert. Till then, take care of yourself and don't forget to visit uziva.in for all your health nutritional requirements. This is Chayat Abbas. I will see you next time. Thank you.